Good day, my leaders. My name is Regina Folks, and I'm coming to you from the Early Childhood Education Directors Network, where I am so excited to be coming to Middle Georgia. I spent a lot of time down there because my son went to Fort Valley, so I know the route, I know how to get there, and I will be there on time, and we are scheduled to be there with you at 9:30, from 9:30 to 12:30. And that is a long time. So I wanted to make this little introduction video for you. So what I wanted to accomplish with this video is for us to have a little bit of time to connect with each other before the training, because it's going to be 3 hours, but I have a lot of content and a lot of things that I would like to go over with you, because I hate wasting other people's time. And I've been in the industry for over 33 years. I've done it all. I've worked in every area. I've worked for profit, nonprofit. I've worked for faith-based. I've worked in every area. So I want to allow my experiences and my education to be of service to you. So if you wouldn't mind doing 3 things for me, actually it's 4 things for me before I get there, and that way we can, if you send those 4 things to me, the 3 things to me, but I need you to do 4 things. If you send those 3 things to me, I will be able to get to know you a little bit better, and I can prepare the training a little bit better for you so that you can go deeper and receive a lot of content that's relevant to you and current. So the first thing is that I want you to know that you are an essential worker and that you are the essential worker for your program. So I have done 2 things. One thing is that I've been in a great communication with your leaders there, and I thank them all for accepting my proposal, because I wasn't the only one on the table, so I really feel honored. So I want you to know that you can go to Georgia GPS to register for the training. You will receive 2 hours for it, because I have a 2-hour training licensed. So it will be Trouble Your Troubles, and you will have that information in the email, because if you're seeing this video, that means you have the email. So that's the first thing. So please register, because we need our hours, our professional development credit. The second thing is that you will have access to a Google Classroom. And that Google Classroom has the documents in it. It'll have everything except for the PowerPoint, and it will not have the PowerPoint because I know my leaders, because you're nosy and you have to know everything and you have to control everything, because I'm a leader and I have to do those things as well. But I wanted to have the opportunity to tweak it after I received your information from the 3 questions that I would like for you to respond to. And that will make your training a lot more relevant and more interesting to you as well. And we can have a lot more fun. So if I do my homework and you do your homework, we'll have time to laugh and get to know each other a little bit better. So that's 2 things: register in the Georgia PDS and have access to the Google Classrooms. And that way you can print documents. Anything that's in the classroom, you can print them up and bring them to the training, or you can just have your technology there for you and you can pull it up and work that way. So my main objective is to connect the knowledge that you already have. If you've been in the industry like me for years and you go to trainings, and I don't want to waste your time. I don't need it to be stale. I need it to be fulfilling for you. So we're going to connect the knowledge that you already have. I want to bring it to your remembrance, because you know it. How do I know this when I'm in a training? Because leaders are like, yes, yes. I know that. So they're connecting to what I'm saying, but what I want us to do is to know how to implement it. So taking the knowledge that we have and turning it into action in our program, because we know it, but when we get into our programs, when I'm just going to speak from my own experience, I don't know about you, I'm just going to speak from my own experience, that sometimes my emotions or how I'm feeling, if I'm tired, if I've been there a long time, or if I have other things happening in my own family life, anything can take me away from the thing that I know. So take this now. So do those two things. So these are the three questions that I would like for you to email to me. And you have the email address. It's ecedirectorsnetwork@gmail.com. We are the Directors Network, and I'm Miss Regina. So the first thing is I would like for you to tell me what you want to learn from this training. You know, when we come to trainings, I might have an agenda. Like I have my agenda of what it is that I would like to teach you, that content, but I want you to tell me what it is that you want to learn. What is it that you need to learn? The purpose of this training is to support your well-being, because there is so much going on in the world today, and we can have fears, we can have struggles, we can have things going on in our personal life, and then we have to come to the program, and then teachers and children and families are going to be coming in and feeling that stress on their own lives, and someone is going to have to be the rock for the program, and that someone is you. So this is your opportunity to let it all hang out. Like, Miss Regina, I am terrified. I don't want to bring these things, this pandemic, the flu, home to my family. So how can I deal with that? And we can talk those things out. Or you can tell me anything that you're struggling with. It's like, how will I communicate with staff? How will I take care of children through this situation? And we'll talk about those things. So just send that to me. That's question number one. Question number two is, tell me what you want your best next move to be. Like, I don't care if it's personal. I don't care if it's within the career. If it's personal, just like me, my next best move, I have a 22-year-old son who's staying with me, is to find him his own independence. Is that a nice way to say I want to kick my son out? You know, I understand he's my son and Black Lives Matter, but I'm going to need him to matter at his own place. So if it could be personal or it could be professional, you know, Miss Regina, you know, for me, what my next best move is that I might want to be a trainer, or I want to be a family advocate, or whatever it is. Just share that with me. And trust me, this is going to help improve. Just put that nice gimper shine on our training. And the third thing is I love for administrators to tell me that one thing that they do best, because it's something that you enjoy doing, that's why you came into this industry. And do not give me general terms like, I love the kids, it's my passion, it's my destiny. Save it. Save it. I need you to go deep and tell me what it is that you actually do best within this organization. Because I have done this for many years, and I get the feedback from my administrators, and I love to see their faces when they are sharing that thing that they're so confident in. And when they're confident in something, it spreads throughout the organizations. And then, so I have a little trick for you at the end of our training to highlight the things that you do best. So please send those three things to me. So now I want to just briefly go over the agenda, because I don't want this to be more than 10 minutes so that you can get back to your busy day. So we're going to welcome each other, and I'm going to definitely get involved with you and share some parts out of my life. I'd like to take people on mental field trips, and then we are going to talk about tracking daily management to create habits. So we cannot afford to waste time in our programs anymore. So we're going to talk about that. The next thing is that we're going to look at a blueprint for your personal development. You have to have a tight rein on what it is that you are doing with yourself. Learn to lead yourself. If you lead yourself better than you lead everyone else, trust and believe me, others will follow, others will see it, it will become contagious, and it will organically turn your program. And that is a fact. Once you take care of yourself and put your own mask on first, that is going to put miles on your program. The next thing is getting out of survival mode. We cannot operate in survival mode. And I don't want to go into too much because I'm going to talk to you about that when I get there. And then we're going to go into the core part of the training, which is called Trouble Your Troubles. So we can't let crises, problems in our program turn into crises. And then we have to know how are you during a crisis? You know, do you faint? Do you get all crazy? Or are you as calm as a cucumber? Or you are very directive and you tell people where to go and you delegate so well? What is your personality during a crisis? We got to get to the core of that because we don't know what can happen, and I need for you to be girded up. And so we're going to go through that, and that's going to be the bulk of our training, that big part of it. And then we're going to talk about, which is just going to automatically move into difficult conversations. What if someone in your program, a child in your program, or a teacher or a parent in your program contracts the COVID-19? How will you communicate that? What will come from your mouth? I know that you guys are amazing and you have an infrastructure, which I'm so glad about. I wish all programs had the infrastructure that you have, but they don't. And so you can, if you know how to do it and you don't even need this training, then you can come to this training to understand how you can teach and support other organizations, because there are so many small early learning programs that don't have the covering. Reach out and help others. And the third thing is I'm going to say 3 steps to rekindling your passion for early childhood education. We come into this business for so many reasons. Some of us come into it because it just happened upon us. Our children were in the industry, especially through Head Start, which I love. You guys can come in as a parent, and then the educational support system of the organization will train you and move you into education, and you can become center leaders, and you can become family advocates, or you can come in through education. Like I've always known this, Miss Regina, however it is you came into this industry, or you came from a teacher like me. I was a toddler teacher for years, and then I just was doing, when you do great work in the classroom, you automatically get pulled out and to do administrative functions. So however you came into this industry and that feeling that you had, I want my 3 kindling questions, or to pull at you and tug at you and reignite that passion in you. And if you are already ready and already passionate because you had some rest, I just want to learn from you and receive that energy and that affection for the field from you, because sometimes, we trainers, we need to be uplifted a little bit. So that is our agenda. Those are the 3 questions, and do the 2 things. Log in so you can get your credit, and log into the classroom, and so you can get your credits, if I can get this out. And I will see you on Tuesday morning, and I am so excited. And happy 4th of July. You see, I have my 4th of July shirt on. I found this. It had this little love, because I love, where is it? I love leaders, so I can lead with love. And so I found this. It came to me. I wish it came to me in a little bit bigger size, but this is the size that it came in. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.